All right, welcome back to another 50-mile triathlon training day. Today we're gonna start off with an hour-long run, and then we'll finish off after the run. Go to the gym, hitting some chest and back with the Macy freaking Walterscheid. First of all, for this run, it's like I said, hour long. It'll be a 10-minute zone 1, into a 10-minute zone 2, into a 20-minute zone 3, and then a 10-minute zone 2 and a 10-minute zone 1. So it's nothing crazy. I mean, first 10 minutes is, I talk about this every single time we have a zone 1 warm-up, but it's just a warm-up. You know, I'm really gonna try and keep my heart rate low. Heart rate low. I'm really gonna try and keep my heart rate low. A lot of walking, just slow jogging. I can't remember about what minute mile I run in zone 2. I'm gonna have to, I'll really pay attention this time and keep an eye on zone 2 and zone 3 and see how fast I'm going. Zone 3 is the major chunk of this workout that's really beneficial in my opinion. It's 20 minutes at zone 3, which is really gonna be a race pace. You know, it's moving pretty good, sub 9-minute mile, probably 8.5, maybe 8, something like that. And yeah, and then back to the zone 2, and then finally the zone 1 cool down. It's funny, like an hour-long run seems like quite a long run. We're really not gonna go that far. I'm assuming something around 5.5 miles, something like that. We probably won't quite hit 6 because of the 10 minutes at the beginning and the 10 minutes of the end. At zone 1 will be well under, or well slower than 10-minute miles. So that's gonna bring, I mean, that's a third of the run right there, is dropping the average by quite a bit. So I'm assuming just under the overall average will be 10.5-minute miles, something around that. So looking at a little over 5 miles for the run. But really the only portion that's really gonna be tough is that 20-minute zone 3. And then following that, just like the cool down back here is really not gonna be too bad. So let's go ahead and get started. You can see it's a beautiful day out today. Let's turn it around so you can see. It's like, I don't know how well you can see it in the camera, but it's like super foggy out. You know what I mean? It's gonna, the aesthetics of the run are gonna be interesting today, that's for sure. And all right, my watch just connected to the GPS, so we're gonna go ahead and end the video, start this run, get this run going, get the 10-minute zone 1 over with, which is just overly boring. And then we'll take another one probably halfway, so I'll be in zone 3 whenever you see me next. So if I'm huffing and puffing, don't judge me too heavily. All right, let's go get it done. All right, we are halfway, and I got mixed up with my zones. Zone 3 is not an 8.5-minute mile. Zone 3 is like a 9.5-minute mile. Between 9.5 to 10, because this whole thing has just been much slower than I was expecting. I know zone 1, there's a lot of walking. I know even in zone 2, there's a lot of walking. Zone 3, as soon as I hit the zone 3, I started running at a good pace, at the pace I want to run, 8.5-minute miles about. And my heart rate immediately shot all the way through zone 3, all the way to zone 4. So I quickly realized zone 3 is not an 8.5-minute, that is zone 4. And zone 3 is actually 9.5 to 10-minute miles. So the run is, I turned around at 2.4 miles. So the final distance is gonna be 2.8. I'm sorry, 4.8, excuse me. Talked about this the other day, but mass while you're running and low on oxygen is not the easiest thing in the world. See, right now, I'm running 10.5-minute miles, and I'm sitting right in the middle of zone 3. That's crazy. For some reason, I thought I was gonna be way faster, but I had it mixed up, so. But, I mean, all in all, it's not a bad run. I find myself wishing I didn't have to stay in zone 3 just so that I could really run. You know what I mean? Actually go get it done. But like, I'm warmed up, I feel good, I feel ready to go. I want to start running fast, but really trying to stick to that program. So we're just gonna sit right here at 10-minute miles and finish out the last few minutes of zone 3. And all right, we'll catch you towards the end of the run. Let's go finish this thing out. All right, well, we've made it back to our zone 1. And my heart rate still isn't even at zone 1. Oh, just passed into it. So the zone 1 is going to be almost all walking. I figured out why my pace at the zone 3 heart rate was so slow. And it's the dumbest reason ever. I didn't realize on the run, it was a slight incline. Not much, not huge, just barely, like enough to where I didn't even notice. Did not notice it until I turned around and started running back, and all of a sudden I'm moving way faster. It's way easier. And then my zone 3 heart rate was 8 minute miles. So that mystery solved, dude. I thought I was completely wrong about what my zone 3 kind of pace was, but obviously it's going to change. Just a slight incline, a slight uphill at all is huge, and I mean, you don't notice. And I say that, and it was a slight incline for a long time, always since I was in zone 2, and so that's why I didn't really notice whenever I first got into zone 3 that I was going uphill, because it was just constant the whole time. And also with this fog, it's like, can you tell? Is that uphill or downhill? It's hard to know in the fog. I don't know why, but like when you can't see anything, you have no reference, it's tough to tell until you start running and changing directions on it. But anyways, my heart rate right now is still 119. Zone 1 for me is between 100 and 120. So even just walking, my heart rate is just taking forever to come down. It's just forever to come down. So most of these last 10 minutes is going to be a walk. So I figure might as well do the in-between video right now, and then I don't have to take a video in the car, because this is kind of nicer anyways. You know what I mean? Outside walking for this video instead of in the car. I think I prefer that. So let's talk about I'm having to switch arms all the time just because my shoulder's starting to get tired. Look, take your arm, put it like this, and see how long you can hold it there before your shoulder starts getting tired. Anyways, the gym today, we will be hitting chest and back with the Macy freaking Weltershide. I'm thinking a lat focused back day today. So get 2 or 3 movements in for chest, and then a lat focused back day. So some cable lat pull downs, maybe some single arm kneeling cable pull downs. Love those. Lat pullover, something along those lines. Probably 3 or 4 movements for back that'll be lat focused. I think last back day, I think I got 5 movements in, but it was mainly upper middle back focus. So today we're gonna go a little bit more lat focused. And I already know the gym is just gonna be packed, absolutely packed. I don't know what it is, but it's the one up kind of closer to Macy's place. And she just lives in an active city, I guess, because that place is packed at 5:30, 6 o'clock. There's so many people in there. And they're all ripped. So self-esteem wise, it's not the best, you know? No, but it's awesome. Like, you walk in there, it is, I mean, obviously it sucks not being able to get all the machines to yourself and everything else, but still walking in, seeing like all these jacked people, like weights moving, banging around, clanging, everyone talking, you know, it's just a good vibe in that gym. Thoroughly enjoy it. I might see if I can get the Garmin graphs and kind of go over the graphs with you. That's actually, I think, a really good idea. Kind of illustrate the zone 1, 2, and 3 that I've been talking about. So if I can do that, I will. If not, I'll work on that and try and figure it out. But all right. All right, we'll go ahead and call the video here. My heart rate's, it's at 103 now, so it's about time to start jogging again. We'll go ahead and end the video here. We will see you guys in the gym, hopefully at bench, if we can find one. If not, God knows what's gonna be open. We'll just figure it out when we get there. All right, we'll see you guys in there. obviously we finished up our chest and back day. I'm gonna be completely honest, it's the next day. I completely forgot to take a closing video, so. But I don't really have much to say about that lift. It's about what we said it would be. It was an awesome lift. Macy freaking Washshot killed it as usual, and we are better today than we were yesterday. And we'll be better tomorrow than we are today. I don't know why I had to think so hard about that one. It sounded like I got it wrong the first time around, but yeah, good shit, team. We'll catch you guys tomorrow.